class valedictorian. This is a student who has achieved the highest cumulative GPA in his overall high school career. This student is Omar Hazem Omar. Omar will be attending George Washington University, which is one of the highest ranking universities in the U.S.
It's hard to believe that we're actually here, and I feel so honored and granted the privilege of saying for you all today. It's been a long road, and I've come to face many tough challenges and learned many significant lessons. One very important lesson I learned is that the road to success is not an easy one. To become successful, one must do everything he or she can to go the extra mile. Never settle for what's easy. Reach out and take the opportunities you're presented with, because the more you accomplish, the more you gain. It's been a long ride in Narmer for me. I started in pre-K, and here I am at the end of my senior year at Narmer American College to see it all come to an ultimate end. I wasn't alone in this though. Mariam Khalid, Malak Mashur, and Habib Abdullah were with me all the way. And it's just crazy to think that we started this together, and now we're finishing it together. At some point, we all need a helping hand to overcome the obstacles in our life. I was granted that assistance by none other than my family, whom I'd like to begin this speech by thanking. Firstly, I'd like to thank my father, Hazem, who showed me that anything could be achieved, no matter how far away you were from achieving it. He always encouraged me to take on more responsibility so that the fruit of my efforts would be all the more remarkable. Thank you, Dad. I'd like to thank my grandfather, Wahid Fawzi, and my uncle, Hazem Fawzi, two of the greatest men I've ever known, for teaching me to be sensible and wise. In my years growing up, those two were my idols. I constantly remind myself of how badly I wanted to be like them when I grew up. In all of their interactions with everyone, they'd be considerate of other people's emotions and place great value on their opinions and input. Because I was so accustomed to that attitude, all I knew was that compassion and positivity were the only ways to bring out the best in your peers, as opposed to aggression. Grandpa, Tommy, thank you so much for all that you've done for me, and for your support throughout my brother and I's childhood. If I become half the man either of you are, I'd be the luckiest person in the world. One person who I truly wish was here for my graduation today is my brother Saif, who is perhaps one of the bravest people I've ever known and the best friend I could ever possibly have. Saif, you show me what true courage really meant. You're never afraid to take a risk, and that attitude is what made you the happy person that you are today. All my life, all I would learn was from you, and to me you were the perfect example. You inspire me beyond imagination, and I hope I can be half as courageous as you. And now, I'd like to thank someone very, very special to me, Dina Fawzi. This woman right here is the strongest person I've ever known. Mom, everything I am today, I owe to you. You taught me what it meant to be a real man, and for that I'm eternally grateful. You are and always have been my hero. I don't know of many women who worked from 9 to 5 for over 20 years, let alone as a single mother raising 2 men. You shaped my life. You shaped me by always encouraging me to pursue my passions, not just in school, but in literature, music, art, and everything else. You say that I'm on a road to greatness? Well, you're the one who paved that road for me. I love you.
I love you too.
To all the mothers who work out there, who work all day and raise their children at the same time, you should feel proud because your children notice it. They notice it. Leadership and responsibility I learned as class president gave me a taste of what it's like to work as a team of people who have different views and personalities. An experience we all need to know as the future generation of our country. I'd like to thank the senior committee for all their efforts to make this year successful. I'll never forget all of our bake sales and events where our class joined together to make something truly special. And how Ms. Neil was always there to make sure we had everything we needed to make it possible. I can still remember how terrified little kids were in the house in our Halloween party. Good times. I've been seeing people in this class every day for so many years now that I've grown to consider them my second family. And it's hard to come to terms with the fact that we won't be seeing each other as often as we used to. I won't be rolling my eyes at Noor Mahran's theories, laughing like crazy at the things that Al-Arabi or Ahmad Alet do. We're performing on stage with Amir Zala Muhammad Awaida's band. And our AP classes. Man, I miss them, especially AP Literature. I was always looking forward to this moment where I'd be done at last. That eagerness left me blind to what I'd be leaving behind. As sad as this may be, however, what's most important is that we made some incredible memories here in the school. I'd like to thank Ms. Jannah Rashidi. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have met these amazing people that I did, and I wouldn't have created the amazing memories that I did. Ms. Jian, your school is our home, and I can honestly say that it will never cease to be so. Thank you, truly. Our classes had the greatest pleasure being taught by teachers whom we couldn't forget even if we tried. From computer teachers, Mr. Muhammad Salah and Mr. Abdul Halim, to math teachers, Mr. Ahmed Aqiya, and Mr. Abdul Salam. Oh, Mr. Ahmed, the mathematical legend, where do I begin? You were one of the very few people who actually saw something new and encouraged me to embrace it. Your class, as mercilessly tough as it was, made a big difference in my life. You made me take interest in a subject that I truly hated, and that takes a lot of work. I mean, if I did well in your class, I'm pretty sure I could tackle anything math related in the future. I'd also like to thank Dr. Yusuf and Ms. Waida. No matter how down I was or how close I was to losing hope, these two would always keep me going and give me the encouragement that I so frantically needed. Dr. Yusuf, you're an honorable man. I've done a pleasure things for you. Another special person I'd like to thank is Ms. Noha Marwan. She's not only one of my oldest teachers, but also my friend. You were always there for me in the hardest of times, and for that I'm ever grateful. And thank you so much, Mr. Rami, for always encouraging me to get myself out there and keep doing what I love. All these teachers have been patient. They're sharp and kind, but above all, they're unique. Some of them may not be here today, but that doesn't mean that they don't remain in our hearts. Teachers like Mr. Tim, Mr. Rafat, and Mr. Tariq, may they all rest in peace. We're all such genuine people who want nothing more than see us succeed. While they may be gone, they're here with us deep in our hearts tonight. As I wrap up this speech, I have some words of advice for those still going through school. Never give up on what you love. Fight to study what you want to study. And enjoy it so that one day, your job makes you happy. Of course, sometimes you'll struggle and sometimes you won't be sure what you're going to do. But don't panic. As Mr. Tim always used to say, everything's going to be okay. You'll figure it out sooner or later. And if you should ever seek help, the person you should go to is, without a doubt, Ms. Hazem. Ms. Hazem, thank you for guiding us through this really tough time. It's not easy choosing the path for your future, but you made it so much easier for us. I can recall so many times when we were scared and confused, but you made sure that we felt secure. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hala Ahmed, for being such an amazing teacher. Being such an amazing teacher, and for all your support for us throughout the years. You showed me a whole new world with anyone, and I can't ever forget that. Your limited creatures of the dark will miss you. And last but not least, Ms. Hazem, حبيبتنا كلنا. اعتبرتينا زي ولادك بالظبط، وانت فعلا امنا كلنا. هتوحشينا جدا وعمرنا ما ننساك. Finally, there are 3 more special people I'd like to acknowledge tonight. They are some of the best friends I'll ever have in my life. Ahmed Yusuf, Nur Mahran, and Yusuf Mandur. Words can't describe how thankful I am to have you guys as my friends. You're truly amazing people, and I'm so lucky to have you. And fun fact, it's actually Ahmed Yusuf's birthday today, so happy birthday, Ahmed. Our country needs more people like you guys who are willing to make a difference. Egypt is going through a difficult transition. What it needs is Eid Wahda, unity. We say it, and we chant it in Tahdeed, but what Eid Wahda means is that we accept everybody. Don't expect everybody to behave the same way. Each individual's opinions are unique. How can you pull an economy out of crisis, the majority out of poverty, and fear out of the streets? I don't have the answer. I'm just a high school graduate. But let's start with positivity. Encourage your friends when they think they can't go on. Find the job that you want, and change your mind if you wish, as long as you're deciding based on your passions. You won't become happily successful if you're chasing a job you didn't even choose for yourself. At work and at home, be the face that everyone's happy to see, and don't answer aggression and frustration with loud voices. Answer with the love that you learn from your family, with the patience you learn from your teachers. Don't encourage a personality that tears each other down. Take it as a challenge to prove them wrong, and change that mindset by defending our differences. Say it 1,000 times if you must. It makes no difference if you're a man or a woman, a Muslim or a Christian, an athlete or an artist, outspoken or shy, large or thin. We are all Eid Wahda, and we owe it to our parents, our children, and our country to strive to be the best that we can be. Congratulations to the class of 2015. You did it.